Hello bougies, it's NikoleBourgeois and welcome back to my channel. So as you can see, I got on my navy scrubs and my Litman, so you know this is a nursing video. And basically I'm gonna talk NCLEX with my nursing peeps. Okay, so NCLEX is a really big exam. It is the National Council Licensing Examination, something like that. And it's basically to take it in order to become a registered nurse. And if you watched my favorites video, the last video I had up, I recently became a registered nurse, and so I'm really excited, and I wanted to make this video basically to let you guys know how I studied and how I passed NCLEX, and basically it's tips and tricks you know, that help you just get ready to take the exam. Nurse Nicole, who's also here on YouTube, yes, another nurse, and her name is Nicole. She is an amazing YouTuber. I watched her through nursing school, and she's got quite a few NCLEX review videos, and she talks about Kaplan as well, because she did the Kaplan review and I did hers. So you might want to, I think I'll link her channel and some of her videos down below just to let you guys know, you know, because I want you guys to get the most information you can out there. That's really the big thing with NCLEX, is just, you know, knowing what is in front of you, having the knowledge to be a competent nurse. And so I feel like I'm pretty much experienced when it comes to studying for NCLEX, because I had to study twice because I failed the first time, and I'm not ashamed to say so. This test is designed to trick you and play with your mind, and I kind of fell for those traps just because my mind was really out of whack the first time I took the test. So this basically is a video to kind of tell you what I did the first time and what I don't think you should do, and some things that I recommend that really helped me the second time. So if you would like to see what helped me pass NCLEX, stay tuned. First things first, you want to make a schedule. I did not do this the first time. Well, not really, but you want to make a schedule. In our last semester in nursing school, towards the end, we had to make a schedule for a grade. And basically what our instructors very much drilled into us is that you want to make sure that you do something every day. And you also want to be strict with your schedule. Now that being said, people are going to say, well, what do I put on my schedule? Because I was kind of lost when I was making mine, but I kind of found my way. Gave myself maybe a day where I focused on diabetes, and then I focused on diabetes medication, and then I had 100 questions for that day. And I will say that you want to make sure with your schedule that you put things in there that you struggle with. You want to focus on those things, but as well, your strong areas, you want to make sure that you go over and highlight those areas as well. And now I suggest maybe 3 to 5 hours per day. You don't want to study like 10 hours or, you know, however many hours, as many hours as you can per day. I did that the first time, and I kind of felt, you know, my attention just kind of going down. When you do have your study time, make sure you focus on that and that only. The first time I was texting people while I was studying. I got on Instagram, I got on Facebook. The second time I said, we cutting all that out. I deleted Instagram, I deleted Facebook. I muted all my group me's. I told everybody I had to shut it down, okay? As I said before, you do want to study something every day, but I will say to have a light day, and that meaning that, you know, maybe on Saturdays, I'm not gonna go for a whole full-fledged 3 hours. Maybe I'll just do 50 questions this day. So you want to have a light day, but you want to study something at least every single day just to get that stimulation into your brain and to reiterate that kind of stuff. Because the first time I would take 3 days off, I would do this, and it was kind of like I really saw a difference between not studying one day and then trying to pick up the next day. It was just kind of like trying to get back into that motion. It's kind of like working out, which I need help too with. The second thing you want to do is you want to get yourself an NCLEX Bible. Now, I had to get this. This is the Saunder's comprehensive review for the NCLEX. We had to get one of these while we were in school because we had to do NCLEX questions every week. And the thing about this is that there's a pre-test and it comes with an adjoining CD. And what I liked about this is that at the end of each of the chapters, there's a quiz. There's so many more questions on the CD than in the book, which I think is great. They also have an NCLEX style test. And I call this the Bible because it's thick like a Bible, number one. But number two, you know, if anything, you're doubting anything, you can refer back to this to give you your information. So let's say you don't know a lab value or you don't know, you know, a medication, what it's for. You can refer back to this book and, you know, or whatever your NCLEX Bible is. And, you know, that will give you the correct answer. But I would not study from just solely this book because it just makes things kind of difficult. And I feel like after reading this, after a while, it can get kind of muddy because things are just in bullet points and that's it. Third, I would say to choose an NCLEX review course. Now, there's so many NCLEX review courses out there and you want to do your research because these courses are very expensive. Like, it's so ridiculous how expensive these courses are. I did the Hearst review. I did the Hearst review the first time around. Still had access to the Hearst review materials after, you know, I failed the first time. And I call this your daily text. And like your daily text or whatever, you go over, it kind of highlights over the stuff that's in your NCLEX Bible. The videos were very interactive. I went to the actual class and I watched the videos online. The class was very interactive and the videos online are very interactive as well. There's also Kaplan and others, and I'll leave links to a few of them down below. But what I've noticed with Kaplan, because I have a Kaplan book as well, is that Kaplan focuses more on strategies rather than content, which if that works for you, that's great. But for me, it just didn't work too well. What I didn't like about Hearst is that they only gave you 6 practice tests that had 125 questions each. So that's only 750 questions. And now some people are going to be thinking like, that's a lot of questions if you ask me. It is, but at the same time, you can only do it in forms of 125 test, which is why I really liked this app called NCLEX-RN Mastery. And the reason why I like this app is that it just comes with so many questions. There's 1,600 questions on this app, and you can buy the free version or you can get the free version, which is not free, but there's only one like section that's available, which is neuro. And so the full version of the app is $29.99, so it's $30, but I feel like it's very well worth it. This app, it allows you to do questions, you know, anytime you want to. I mean, if you realize it, you take your phone everywhere. I did them while I was at the salon. I did them, you know, at the library. I did them at home. I did them while I was laying in bed. I just always kept my mind stimulated with this app and doing questions. And there's also mnemonics on there. There's terminology. There's a whole bunch of things to help you pass. In my opinion, this app should be priced way more than it actually is. I think that $30 is a bargain with this app, but it's a really great app and I love it. And what I really like is that the questions, when you get them wrong or right, it still prompts you with a rationale, and you know, you can study the rationale, you read it, and it tells you why. It helps you understand why your answer is right or why your answer is wrong. And I really love that with this app. And some people would say, well, it's very distracting because if you get text messages through and all this stuff, it can be very distracting and disrupt your whole studying preparation. And what she did, my friend Brittany, she she turned her phone on airplane mode, and the app still worked, but she wasn't getting any text messages through, which really helped her focus and really kept her mind on doing, you know, what she had to and studying the rationales. So I thought that that was a great tip that she gave me. I didn't even think of it, and I was like, duh. My last tip or thing that I did, whatever, is to relax the night before. Do everything that is going to decrease your anxiety that night before. My first time taking the NCLEX, I had like I think 2 glasses of wine the night before, and I went to sleep. I laid down at about 12 because my test wasn't until 2 the next day. It was just a whole bunch of drama the day of my test, and so when I sat down to take my test, I literally was like in tears. My brain couldn't focus. I was like, what are they asking me? So you want to do everything in your power to relax the night before. You know, what I did the second time is I did not study anything. I went over mnemonics in my head to kind of remember some things, but I didn't study anything. I didn't open up a book. I didn't do this. I didn't do that. I just kept my mind turning in my brain. And I created a spa day. I fixed my favorite foods. I took a nice shower. I made a DIY scrub. I used lavender baby wash so I can get in the mood to go to sleep. I used lavender oils that I rubbed all over, and I also did a mask. And now I did one of these, not one of these, but I'm just showing you some masks that you can do. I did an anti-stress mask from Freeman, and I just love these masks. So I did that. I painted my nails. I shaved, because let me tell you something, I never shave my legs. So I was like, let me go in there feeling cute and shave my legs. And when it was time for me to go lay down to go to bed, I drank some tea and I shut off all the lights. Normally I turn my TV on, it helps me go to sleep, but this time I just turned off all the lights and I just laid in my bed. It was really hard for me to go to sleep, but you know, eventually I fell kind of asleep. I made a playlist, like a happy song playlist. So I was over there like, she's my trap queen and look at the bando. What? Married to the money. Yeah, blinker. Yeah, and that just really got me pumped to go and take this test. I was ready to go. I went in the testing center, boom, boom, boom. You know, I wanted to make this video because I feel like graduation is right around the corner. And I know, you know, everybody freaks out about this test. So I just wanted to let you guys know what I did, and, you know, hopefully it can help you or help your cousin, whoever, watch this video. So comment down below what other nursing videos you would like to see, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, bougies.